everyone, Draco Magnius here for another 0.5 episode of Virtue's Last Reward. In this 0.5 episode, we're going to be covering the gold file from the Bee Garden, which we still don't know what the bee in that means, but I'm sure it'll be revealed to us later. Our first topic of the day is Ice 9, a concept brought up in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. So, let's get a refresher on what Ice 9 is, because Lord knows I forgot what it is. Ice 9 is a special form of water with a melting point of 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, it freezes at room temperature. The idea of Ice 9 was originally put forth by the American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. At least I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. His version of Ice 9 has a melting point of 45.8 degrees Celsius. There is a rumor that says the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she has to always keep her body temperature above 36 degrees Celsius. That's weird, but okay. Next on the list is H. Possibly, is it hydrogen or helium that's just H? I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, one of those. This refers to Jentaro Hongou. Well, I was off. He was one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children who participated in the nonary game in 2018. He is the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals, and a devoted follower of Free the Soul. Well, that's not good. As if he wasn't a bad enough guy to begin with. Now we learn he's part of the same cult as Dio. Anyway, morphogenic field theory. This theory holds that there's a sort of field where the forms, structures, patterns, etc. of everyone in reality are stored. This includes abstract things like language, song, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, and ideas. Any information contained, transmitted, or created by matter is held in the morphogenic field. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by accessing this field are known as espers. If morphogenic field theory is true, however, then it would mean that, in a sense, all humans are espers of a sort. Next, we'll get Immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin is an important part of the body's defense against viruses, bacteria, and other invaders. It identifies and neutralizes certain threats. The IG replicator found in the lab gets its name from immunoglobulin. So it replicates antibodies. Good to know. Integer factorization. Factorization is the process of reducing a number to its series of numbers that, when multiplied together, give it the original number. When taken to its logical conclusion, this will yield a list of prime numbers. For the purposes of factorization, 1 is not considered a prime. Example of factorization, with a little asterisk next to it that we'll read at the very end. 210 equals 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. 900 equals 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5. 107 equals 107. 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 107 can only be divided by themselves, or 1, which makes them primes. Okay. And now we get to see what was on that tombstone. Tu fui ego eris. Ego eris. I'm sure it's ego eris, not ego. A relatively well-known Latin phrase. I sure as hell didn't know it. It might look like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles. But it actually means something like, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Sometimes used as an epitaph, the implication is that the person in question was once alive, like the reader, but that the reader will someday also be dead. A little ominous, I guess. Swiss! Hey, it's Alice and Clover's organization. The Special Office of Internal Security, or SUIS. Seuss? Seuss. Let's go with Seuss. Is an elite intelligence organization under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. They investigate potential disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or the citizenry. Their stated purpose is to maintain peace, but their charter authorizes them to arrest, detain, or even kill. Scary. And that looks like Alice in the background there wearing that suit. But with that, I think we'll end this 0.5 episode here. See you all in the next episode.